welcome back to Lenten Stuff You Should Know. Today I want to talk about the origins of Lent and how, what it goes back to, what it all means, all that type of stuff. So some people kind of see Lent as a fairly new thing, like it's a nice new spiritual practice in Christianity. It actually dates back to the Council of Nicaea in 325. That's when some of the Lenten practices in preparation for Easter were first talked about and first implemented, which means 1700 years we've been doing this as Christians. The Council of Nicaea was also where we came to know the humanity and divinity of Christ. So we've been doing Lenten practices as long as we've had a definitive teaching of Jesus' humanity and divinity. This is how far in the roots of Christianity the season of Lent goes. Okay, the word Lent itself comes from a Middle English word, lente, not that much different than Lent itself, you just add an E to the end. And what this word meant is it actually meant springtime. Which is interesting to think about because when we think about Lent, we think about the desert, that there's sort of a dryness and I'm fasting and I'm all this type of stuff. But really what it's about is it's about it being a springtime. When we prepare our hearts during this Lenten season, what we're hoping for is a springtime. This shouldn't be too big of a surprise because what comes right after Lent? Easter, resurrection, new life. Springtime. Oftentimes with Easter, it hits right at the same time we see buds blossoming from trees, flowers are coming up. It is the springtime of new life, of resurrection, and that's what we're preparing for during the season of Lent. So, is it a time of being in the desert, of fasting, of all those sorts of things? Absolutely. But it's a time to prepare for a springtime, a hope that can bring us to something higher. I hope you've enjoyed this and learned more stuff about Lent that you should know. God bless and have a blessed Lent.